Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, damn. My bad. Shit, I'm jamming, bro.
Oh yeah, you jamming over there, ain't you?
Yeah. Mm. Damn, I forgot
I'm
what
about to
it's
say,
doing.
can you hear me? Can you hear me well?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Try a little something different today.
What?
But you know what we gotta do first when we get to the introduction, if I can get to it.
Oh God.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Tuesday. And you know what that means? It is the six-man combo. I am your host, the Debonair. Six man case Dives. And to my stage left, as you already know him as the great one, the Sabu, homicidal, genocidal, Mad Mike Sports.
Wow.
And we got a good little treat for y'all tonight. But before we get to it, what are those three words that we always start the show with, Mike? The real roll call. And today's roll call is going to go to YMOF Jamal, Joseph Thornton, Bubba Gump, and J Coach Unchained, Low Ski Test Sports and Gaming, Michael Walker, not that Michael Walker, Jack Savage, Ephraim Jones, ATL Leo, Maggie T in the building, and Dane DiBiase. 3, 2, 1. All right, people, man, we got a good show going on for y'all tonight. And tonight, we're going to be talking about the Atlanta Falcons red zone issues.
Ooh.
And will that be a deciding factor for the Falcons to improve on the record that they had from last season? As you saw in the thumbnail, you saw Kyle Pitts, 1 touchdown last season. Now, Mike, I'm going to go ahead and let you bless us with what your thoughts on how can the Falcons improve in the red zone from last season.
I can't believe I'm about to say this though. I cannot believe that I'm lowering myself to you despicable people. You are despicable. Okay? Despicable what I'm about to say. I can't believe I'm about to lower myself to this. What am I talking about? You Michael Vick fans, okay? Hint, hint, hint. I'm about to lower myself to you Michael Vick fans. Yeah. K-Styles.
Hold on. Where you about? Hold on. You about to go somewhere with this?
I'm about to go somewhere with this. Well, the Falcons
Hello.
are going to have to. Oh yeah, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I never thought we would be in this position, but the Falcons are going to improve their red zone with a mobile quarterback. Yeah, this is how the Falcons are going to improve. I mean, it's not. It doesn't take a genius to realize this is what's been missing in our red zone attack. It hasn't been the running game, it hasn't been the offensive line, despite what a lot of people think. Um, they had well, you can say some issues with the wide receiver and tight end, but like even that, the one thing that we've been missing in this red zone attack is a quarterback who can move around, who can buy a couple of seconds, who can make up a second or two and get into the end zone and run the ball in. We haven't had that in quite some time. One of the biggest reasons why the Falcons were successful um, early, I would just say, I would say even early in Matt Ryan's career, is the ability to run in the red zone. We lost that. Now we don't have to worry about that because we still have that aspect um, in our offense now. We don't have that. We didn't have the luxury and that in about 3 to 4 years we haven't had that ability to run in the red zone. Now we have that. Now we got two guys. Everybody up here talking about we literally have three guys that we can put in at quarterback to have those guys run read options. Felipe Franks, Desmond Ritter, and Marcus Mariota. So I cannot believe I just lured myself to you despicable people. I'm talking about you despicable Matt Ryan, Michael Vick um, supporters. No, I'm just kidding. I'm look. That's going to be a good. It's going to be a good thing, man. Having a quarterback that you can count on to change things up because let's be real. The Saints are used to us not having a mobile quarterback. The Bucks and the Panthers, they're used to being in one particular spot. So it's going to open up a lot to have that mobile quarterback in the red zone. So people out here talking about, we're going to suck, but this is not the same team. It's not. Let me repeat that again, okay? I'm going to stop. This is not the same team, people. It's not.
Very. That was very different of you, Mike. But it is a reality that we have to face.
Mm-hmm.
As what this team's gonna be for this upcoming season. I wouldn't say so much of the mobile quarterback that's really the issue. To me, it's been play calling in there. Not, I mean, you saw a better play calling this past season. You just didn't have the weapons. But the thing is, you don't want to get stale in the red zone. Mm-mm. That's how you get too predictable. We got to give Kyle Pitts those fade routes, them jump balls. Dre London, jump balls. We can't be. Look. I saw a couple jump balls this past season being thrown to Russell Gage.
Ooh, Lord.
That's exactly why they got the receivers they got this year. It just, I'm sorry. I'm having a moment right now because I'm just thinking about them red zone inefficiencies, and it's like,
Right.
I done had a moment there for a second.
It's
But I think
different.
that's the reason why. I think that's the reason why I'm more optimistic this year because I don't know. I have no clue how it's gonna go, and for the fact that we have experts saying how bad the Falcons are going to be, it actually makes me feel a lot better
Mhm.
that they're doubting us. You got to run that ball better in the red zone as well. I mean, they got to mix up the runs, toss sweeps, stretch. Like you said, the read option is very, very important. We saw Matt Ryan run a read option, and it took everybody by surprise.
Mhm.
Let's be honest on that. But I think the play calling should be a lot better this year. Like you said, now that you have the physical tools that can be able to dominate in the red zone. And
Mhm.
we got Chauncey, we got OG Chauncey
Oh,
in the chat. But
he may bless us with his opinion once we done with this Falcon
mhm,
topic. He got some things to say, and
got some
I'm gonna
things.
yeah, y'all gonna like that. Woo boy.
Uh,
Yeah.
and shout out to my homie, let's get it, GA man.
Good.
He's been blessing us for a good little while here. He almost at 1K. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to him to help him get to that goal as well. Let's get a couple comments in here. Jerome here says Fitzpatrick gonna help in the red zone, blocking and sneaky touchdown receptions. I did a whole video on that. I did a whole little thought breakdown on that, so I'm expecting that from him. Um, Michael Walker here said running read option with a 36-year-old quarterback, shaking my head.
That's why it worked while you shaking your head. That's exactly why it worked. Sometimes the dumbest thing is the smartest thing. It's just, especially in football, when everybody swear they smart. Just
Oh my
saying.
god!
It worked, didn't it?
It worked. They made sure they didn't do it again, but it worked.
I mean, they actually did it again. They
Yeah.
actually, that's the thing. They just didn't do it in the red zone, but they did it again, and it worked several times doing it.
Oh that was the
We
one
ran a
where
lot
Matt
of
Ryan.
RPO towards the end of last year. If you go back, we ran a lot
Yeah.
of RPO.
Yeah, because he put Demario Davis's ankles on the damn turf. I remember that. Yeah,
Yes,
that
sir.
was
Exactly. So if he did it again, he just
great.
doesn't do
Look
it
like.
the same. Right.
Hey, Mike, I don't know if you want to, but go ahead. You can send a link to the OG so he can bless us with the presents, man. They ain't
Oh
seen
man.
him in a while, so
Mm-hmm.
we about to get this thing cracking. But outside of Kyle Pitts and Drake London, well, I'm gonna say it like this: Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Who is the guy that you thinking will be the biggest difference as far as the red zone? Like,
Well,
who is really your biggest difference maker?
y'all ready for this?
I'm,
You ready for this? Y'all ain't ready for what I'm about to say. I'm about to get ready to put. Damn, Gina. Get ready to put that in the chat. So I'm gonna give y'all a 30-second head start. Damn, Gina. I'm about to say this. Y'all not ready for what I'm about to say. See, everybody, you already got it wrong. Y'all already wrong. Y'all already wrong. Y'all about to lose y'all shit over what I'm about to say. Y'all ain't ready for
Speak,
what
but
I'm about.
before you do it, right quick, um, Mujo Grundy said CP84 and Drake. I'm gonna just let y'all know I finally listened to that Drake album that everybody was talking about. I want y'all to look up a group called the Pet Shop Boys and tell me you don't. I think he swagger jacked them.
Hey man, never mind. I don't know how many times that man been jacking people.
Well, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
But the person that we're gonna be, what I'm talking about, he came in a training camp. Well, not training camp, but he came into the season looking like he was Hulk Hogan. Looked like he been in the gym. Yeah, yeah.
I know where you're
People are
going with
so
this.
people are so enamored with the weapons that we have. You're not looking at what we have. Okay, we got the best right guard in the league, in my opinion, and Chris Lindstrom. And this boy is hungry to prove himself. He's hungry. He's ready to prove himself. This could be his last chance in the league. This could be the last chance for him as an Atlanta Falcon. This run, we're talking about running the ball on the goal line. Chris Lindstrom and McGarry are a hell of a tandem. So now that you know what you're getting out of Mayfield, you know what you're getting out of Jake Matthews, McGarry is ready and hungry to prove himself. So we know he's not the greatest pass blocker. But when we talk about in that red zone and those short yardage situation, you got another running threat for him. McGarry's going to surprise a lot of people in that running game. I truly believe that he's ready to prove himself in that running game, and it's going to be really fun to see him in his element running the damn ball. Okay, running the damn ball. People not ready.
Say that again.
Running the damn ball. People not ready for that. They're so focused on Caleb McGarry. They're so focused on Caleb McGarry being a bad pass protector. They're not looking at what he's good at. They're not looking at what the Falcons are good at. So we're going to run the damn
wow. It felt good to say that. I ain't say that in a while.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't say it last year. We sucked running the ball.
We did. Look, I see y'all weren't ready for that one. They was not ready for that.
I wasn't even expecting that one. It made sense, but I wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, you kind of threw me off of that one too, by the way. Caleb McGarry. Yeah.
That's what he's great. That's what Caleb McGarry is good at. So let's get this guy a shot. Let's give this Falcons offense a decent shot and run the damn ball. We threw the ball way too much last year. We shouldn't have been throwing the damn ball. Let's keep that real. But them wide receivers ain't no way in hell we should have been running that ball. We should have been passing the ball as much as we did last year.
Right.
So let's get this offensive line, including Mayfield, a shot at doing what they do best.
Well, my answer to that question would be it actually was said in the chat, and I think I just said it, but I think John Fitzpatrick would make a big difference for this team in the red zone.
Mm.
Like you said, as much as we loved Hayden Hurst, we felt like he didn't get enough shine. John Fitzpatrick kind of brings the same intangibles. Not as athletic, but he brings the same intangibles. And he's a bigger body. He had one quote that he said this week that I said, yep. He said, I am a blocking tight end.
Boy, you like hearing big guys saying that, boy.
Yes. And like you said, that does nothing but open it up for the running game. It does nothing but open up the running game. You ain't got to worry about Kyle Pitts in the running game. Not saying that Kyle Pitts can't block. He can block. He just doesn't block as nasty as what y'all will want him to do at that position. But John Fitzpatrick, man, to me, he's one of those guys where I don't know if y'all remember that season. What was it? The Matt Ryan threw the touchdown to 13 different receivers. Wasn't that?
Yeah, it was the Super Bowl, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was the Super Bowl, yeah.
I always thought it was the year after, but never mind.
He did it. He did it a couple times. I don't think it was 13 different guys, but he did it before. I believe it was 2002. He got close to it, if not. Not 2002, but 2012.
Yeah.
So he did it there also. So this has been Matt Ryan's forte. Like that's what he does. Spread the ball around.
What was that tight end we had? The one that nobody knew how to say his name, DJ Ungamalanin.
I don't even.
Talamanu, whatever.
He was the third tight end. Whatever, DJ Ugala Agala, whatever the hell his name is.
Not the quarterback for Clemson.
DJ Uga, y'all know who we're talking about.
I'm about to say, goddamn, But that's what John Fitzpatrick kind of remind me of. He kind of remind me of how he is. He's a lot better than him. But he's like, his main purpose is, I'm going to put my hands on you. But I have enough of that athletic ability so I can sneak in a couple touchdown catches on you. Bust a couple zones. Yeah, DG, ooh, ee, ooh, ah. Yeah, that's something like that.
Yeah.
Ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
Ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. DJ, ooh. Ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
But I'll give you my honorable mention. Hey, this in the same group, too. I'll give you my honorable mention for this. I'll say Felipe Franks would be my honorable mention.
Damn, boy, you shocked the hell out of me with that one. I wasn't expecting to say that.
That's my honorable mention.
Ooh. I can actually see that.
That would be the perfect role for him. When you think about it, that's the perfect role for him. Quarterback threat, tight end threat. That motherfucker might line up in the backfield. But you want to go ahead and get into the main event? I think I'm
Oh,
ready to
yeah.
get to the main event tonight. You got the OG ready for us?
He probably
So,
messing with a $40 one.
getting about
$40. He
40
probably
$60 worth.
Yeah,
Okay.
he probably
Hey,
getting by
okay.
$40-$60 worth.
Hey, you can say he got a birthday next Tuesday, and he'll be
Oh,
30.
really? Woo, boy. Oh, man.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Shoot, shoot, count him down, man. That's a blessing. But the main event tonight is Dejounte Murray, Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young. Now, Mike showed me a conversation he had in one of his comment sections where somebody said they poo-pooed the idea because the Atlanta Hawks are not going to win with a small backcourt. Give a damn how big they are. Can they play? Now, for a lot of people that don't know, DeJounte Murray and Trae Young have always had talks about or interviews talking about guys who they would want to play with. With Trae Young, DeJounte's name always popped up. My hand itching. So you already know. Hopefully there's some money coming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So my question to you, because I know for me, what does DeJounte Murray bring if they pull this move off? What does he bring to this Atlanta Hawks team that would be different from last year?
I think this is the most important aspect of this team. And I say this before OG Truth Hurts comes in, the OG. But I say this. This is going to be reminiscent of the 76ers team. And I know I'm going to hurt a lot of people's feelings by saying it, but this could very well be the Philadelphia 76ers team with Allen Iverson. The reason why I say that is because that team was guard oriented. They were guard dominant. That was Eric Snow. What's the little Sam? Was Sam Cassell? Sam
Nah,
Cassell?
no.
No.
Aaron McKee.
Aaron McKee. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Aaron McKee. Aaron McKee and Allen Iverson. They were guard dominated, but they had bigs that were defensive and they rebounded. All they did was rebound, pass the ball back to the guards. That's what their job was to rebound the ball.
Hell, half the guards was offensive if deficient.
and that's why I say when you look at this team, it's going to be dominated by our two guards. And Trae finally gets the opportunity to sit back and watch. And that could turn into something very dangerous. Why? Because we saw what Miami did. All they did was trap him the whole game. They weren't worried about nobody else. We're going to trap Trae until he passes the ball. And when he passes, we're going to trap him again. We're going to stick him in this corner and he's not going to move. That's what Miami did. Everybody said it was a genius defensive game. It wasn't genius. It wasn't none genius about it. Just don't let Trae beat us. That's what they said. That's not genius at all. Okay?
What you say? They played jailhouse blitz on Trae Young?
They played
I said fuck everybody else.
Fuck everybody else. We just gonna let Trae. We just not gonna let Trae beat us. And sometimes that's what you need. But now when if you pull the trigger on a guy like I always want to say Dejounte Murray, you're not going to be able to not just focus on trade. It's more so guys like Kevin Herter, DeAndre Hunter, like those guys are going to be open. And now Murray is such a guy, he can create his own shot. He becomes a threat. So, like I said, I don't. Hey man, it's gonna open up a lot.
He said they play the AAU defense. Trap.
I mean, that's
That's
it.
what they did.
They really did. That wasn't genius.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a treat for you. If you don't know, now you know. We got a couple OGs. You know Sam. But this one you haven't seen in a while. He goes by OG Truth Hurts. He is Big Chauncey. What's happening, OG, man?
Hey, man. Hey, look at here, man. Trying to stay cool, trying to make some shake some, man, and just trying to see what these ATL teams going to do for us, man. We need more rings around this bitch, bro. What's happening, man?
What is going on, man? It's been a while.
Oh man, but I've been there with you. I just sit back, man, and just let y'all do your thing, man. I let the unholy alliance do their thing. I sit back in the bushes, because I'm the art of war guy. I'm the art of war guy. I let y'all go ahead on a dive head first, and then I come in and clean up. I'm the cleanup. I'm like the closer. I'm Kenley Jansen. Well, not Sunday nights, Kenley Jansen.
Oh, you got that right.
Yeah, but by the way, get well, Kenley Jansen. He got to sit down for 2 weeks, man. The irregular heartbeat done kick back up on him. So yeah. I mean, and so a lot of people don't know. A lot of people that was going in on Kenley Jansen, if you don't know his history, he had to be out of baseball damn near 2 years because he had irregular heartbeat, man. His ticker wasn't moving right, so. That kind of affected the way he is on the mound and all that stuff. Therefore, for everybody who asking why the Dodgers didn't keep him, I mean, well, they got Bruce Gratterall who throwing 102 and Blake Trinan who throwing 99, and Kenley only throwing 95 now. So I mean, and they're younger than Kenley, so that's about it, man. So, but what you got on here, man? I hear y'all talking about my boy Lil Ray. What's going on?
Your boy, Lil Ray.
Well, you talking about Lil Ray for Trae Young?
Yeah, Lil Ray,
yeah. Man. As you already know about the trade rumors and Dejounte Murray to the Hawks. Well, pretty much what we talking about is what Dejounte Murray would bring as far as it would help Trae Young for the next few years.
The biggest help he gonna give the Atlanta franchise, K Styles, is he's gonna help Trae in the backcourt. Trae is not very good defensively. I think we all know that. Ain't no reason to harp on that. He's not very good defensively. Dejounte Murray, he got length. He's 6'6". So it means he can play the two. That'll probably move Kevin Herter to the second unit, which will strengthen your second unit. But the biggest help he's going to be on is on the defensive side of the ball. I know everybody looking at what he can do offensively and just so glad to see us put up video game numbers, but it ain't all about that. As we all saw in the playoffs, man, it's all about it. It's a slow grind in the playoffs. It's safe to say, even though Golden State won the NBA title, it's safe to say Eastern Conference basketball is back. Excuse me. Eastern Conference basketball is back, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was some tough, grinded out basketball, and we got to get those type of personalities on this team. I know a lot of people want to, I've been arguing or debating with a lot of Hawks fans because everybody think we just need to just kind of bust it up and go out there and get the shiny new toy. It ain't all about getting the shiny new toy. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can just piece together and add to your regular core. The Atlanta Hawks, their core is very young. You don't want to bust it up. That's why this deal with San Antonio is so intriguing, is because we may be able to pull that off with, Pop done changed it up on us, and he no longer wants three number ones. He wants 4 unprotected number ones for Dejounte Murray and possibly Onyeka Okongwu. That's basically 5 number ones. That's a lot, but that's a lot because Onyeka has been placed for the future. At first, it was like 3 number ones and Gallo, and they probably was gonna release Gallo, and maybe he signed back with the Hawks or whatever the case. But I'm hearing they're going into a full rebuild. So if they're going into a full rebuild, they're gonna probably want some type of young talent. So in order for that, the deal has to happen by tomorrow. If it don't happen by tomorrow before 5 o'clock, we're not getting Dejounte Murray. To my understanding. So in order, if they're going into a full rebuild, they're gonna ask for a live body asset, meaning probably Onyeka Okongwu, maybe Jalen Johnson, I don't know if they don't want to deal with Kevin Huerter's salary because Kevin Huerter's still young, but they're gonna ask for a young asset. I mean, hey man, if it makes us better, if it makes us still though, let me say this: that trade is not gonna make us better than Golden State or Boston. But it will put us in the right direction if we piece in the right veteran mix. You got to go out there and you got to get some dogs. You got to get some dogs. You got to get some attitude. We got enough attitude, but we ain't got no dogs. But that attitude is some spoiled brat type shit, if you dig what I'm saying. We got to get some dogs. I see Philly is offering PJ Tucker $30 million for 3 years. Go ahead on and beat that. We need a PJ Tucker type person. You need some attitude in here. We got enough scoring. We were second or third in the NBA in offensive efficiency. For some reason, folks calling for Nate McMillan's head. But we all know why they calling for Nate McMillan's head. Calling for Nate McMillan's head, it takes some of the pressure off Lil Ray. They all should be held accountable, but the Hawks need some dogs, man. The guys on my radar would be PJ Tucker. What's the guy, small forward named Indiana, journeyman type guy? I'm drunk.
Malcolm Brogdon.
No, small forward. Malcolm Brogdon, 2 guard.
Okay.
Something J. He got to hit like PJ Tucker's a PJ. He's a something J.
Oh, I gotta look this up.
Shit.
What's his name? I don't know why.
Small forward guy.
Hey,
but him,
TJ Warren.
TJ Warren. Okay. Yeah. PJ Tucker, TJ Warren, and guy who came off the bench for the Lakers, 2 guard, played at SEC in Kentucky, I think. Not Monk.
The Lakers still got anybody left.
I know they was talking about
about 6'4", 6'5".
I know they was talking about Nicholas Batum.
Nicholas Batum would be a great move for. At any rate, we need attitude. I also said I also said DeMarcus Cousins should be a look for us. I had to replace Montrezl Harrell because Montrezl did some dumb shit. Like, bro, why y'all doing this? Why, man? Why everybody got to be a dope boy, man? I don't get it, man. These cats got the world in the palm of their hand, and everybody want to be a dope boy. I mean, I don't get it. Why are you riding with 2 pounds allowed? I don't get it. Why you not paying somebody to do that? I don't get it. But yeah. At any rate, it don't have to be necessarily those guys, but it need to be some guys like them. You know what I mean? We need attitude. The Hawks need attitude. They got enough scoring. They can score the basketball. They need to clamp down better on defense. Trae Young is not a great defender, but he's a 30-point, 10 assists a game type guy. And he led the league last year in overall points and assists. Okay. Mm-hmm. So he ain't going nowhere no matter how much I can't stand his yellow ass. And I realized that. And when I say I can't stand him, not personally, I'm just talking about from a basketball standpoint. I mean, hell, if he showed up to my barbecue, I wouldn't have him escorted out. It ain't that deep. But, I mean, because somebody, folks will inbox me, man. Why you hate Trae so bad? Man, fuck, I don't hate that man. Damn, man, get out of my game. Get out of my inbox with that emotional Real Housewives of Atlanta ass bullshit. Hey y'all, listen up. My name is OG Truth Hurts, so hey, I'm gonna hurt you with the truth. Every time I get with my brothers, the Unholy Alliance, shout out to K Styles, Mad Mike. Look at here, bro. This is what we do. Okay. They can't bring me on every night because the show will get canceled. See, they keep me in the bushes for a while, for a reason. This show will get canceled. Okay. All right. So I can only give y'all OG Truth Hurts, just a little dose of it.
Y'all but yeah, man. Follow him on Facebook. You really get the truth hurt.
Hey, you really get it on Facebook, man.
Oh man, but yes, go ahead.
I got a question for you, and I'm glad you kind of said that as far as the attitude, because I remember we all had the discussion as far as when we looked at the playoff series against Miami.
Right.
Let me ask you this. Missing Solomon Hill turned out to be a bigger deal than most people thought about. Would you agree with all that?
I don't understand what was the purpose for him being in that deal at all. He was huge in that locker room. See, when a coach like Nate got a guy like that in the trenches with like Solomon Hill to us was Udonis Haslam with the Heat. Andre Iguodala with the Warriors. Al Horford with the Celtics. It's that veteran on the floor that can pull the troops together, that the troops are respect them enough to at least listen a little bit, because the young cats, they don't listen. Especially cats that's making more money than you. Why the hell would I listen to this OG Truth Hurts motherfucker when I make $10 million a year more than him? Why? I mean, he don't need to tell me that, because I slap his eyebrows all the way. See, let me tell you something. I wouldn't last. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't last 10 minutes coaching in the NBA. I'd rather coach in the WNBA, because the minute I be in a timeout and I see Cray DeBarge. As soon as I see Cray DeBarge looking off like he don't want to hear it, Game 5 of the Eastern Conference first round against the Miami Heat, DeAndre Hunter done scored 36 points. Okay, so what? Your game is off. You've been off all game, Trey. But guess what? We need a 3 to tie, and you our leader. We're gonna run the play for you. They ran the play. He turned and went the other way. I pulled my pistol out. I lost the flat screen TV, man. I shot that goddamn TV, man. Well, what you doing, bro? But hey, I got a gag order put on me. Man, they went crazy on me, y'all. Even Mad Mike cussed me out. Man, why you hate Trae so bad? You need to be hating DeAndre Hunter. You mean the same DeAndre Hunter just scored 36 points in an elimination game? Okay, I'll hate him too. Would I need to hate his mama? I don't know. But the Hawks just need attitude, man. And I don't understand why Solomon Hill was in that Cam Reddish. We didn't have to add. Cam Reddish was good enough. I don't know if that was a money thing, but we need to bring him back. We need to bring Solo back for that. You need that veteran leadership. Every coach needs a guy like that on the bench because, quite frankly, especially guys like Nate McMillan come from the hard era.
Mm-hmm.
He come from the hard era. That was a tough, hard. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something about them late '80s, early '90s Seattle Supersonic team. Same as with the Utah Jazz. They had both of them teams had one thing in common. You know what that was?
Buzz you in the mouth.
Well, another thing. They couldn't get past Michael, Scotty, Phil, and the crew.
Right.
It was 4 teams out, three or 4 teams out west that was good enough to be champions, and they couldn't do it. Seattle, Utah, Phoenix, Portland, because those are the 4 teams that the Bulls beat. And they excuse me, the Lakers they beat the Lakers they beat the Lakers.
I think one of them. I think it was 90.
That was the first 3-peat. I think they beat Utah twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They beat them back to back.
They beat Seattle and they beat Phoenix. And they beat Portland and they beat Portland.
Yeah.
Those were some fucking good teams, man. A lot of people shit on them teams. Those were some good teams. Like that Seattle team, their backcourt was the toughest backcourt to me in NBA history. I mean, as far as toughness. Because Gary Payton the first and Nate McMillan was some tough motherfuckers in that backcourt. So when I hear these people going in on Nate, I'm like, they don't really know who this cat is. Nate'll slap all these people who talk shit about Nate. Nate will slap the shit out of all of them. They really have no idea who that cat is. But see, that's just that new generation that I call them the crack baby generation. They don't know no better. They don't give a shit about they don't really care about our era, Mike. You know what I mean? They don't care about our era. Listen, hey. If it ain't Kobe Bryant on down, it don't make sense to them. Mm-hmm. You know, it don't make sense to them. I seen somebody put up a top 10 basketball players of all time. Dude probably about in his late 20s. When I tell you, I didn't see Karl Malone in the top 10, and Kareem was like 7th. I said, "Oh my God, what the fuck did they put in this Similac, bro?"
Hold on, who's in the top 5?
Of course it was LeBron. Of course it was.
No, LeBron number 1.
I forgot who they had at number 1. I think it was like they had Jordan up there, of course. I think they did put Jordan in number. And the only reason why a lot of these cats putting Jordan in number 1 because that's what they just did. I mean, it goes without saying. I can't remember what the top 5 was. What stuck out to me was Kareem wasn't in the top 5, and Karl Malone was nowhere on there. And then when I asked the question about it, motherfuckers was going on me like I was the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. Like, Karl Malone, yes, Karl Malone. You mean the same guy that's numbered? Well, I think LeBron passed him. But when Karl Malone stopped playing back in 02, 03, he left the floor. He left the floor at number 2 all time in scoring and rebounding. He just ran into Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and his teammate John Stockton to this date, all-time leading guy in assists and steals. I don't think nobody got him nowhere in their top 30. That's ridiculous. Are you freaking kidding me? How can John Stockton not be like you ask somebody to name their top 10 point guards all time? They wouldn't have John Stockton up there.
His name never comes in anybody's conversation.
The man number 1 all time in the 2 most important categories for point guards, steals and assists. Assists and steals. I mean, I mean, scoring goes without saying, but that's just the league that we live in now. I mean, it's all about putting up the video game numbers and running to the 3-point line. This shit look like an old school 35 and over basketball game, man. Like, you just sit back, go to the gym, watch all these old heads with all that damn liniment on and them high ass shorts, shooting, jacking up jumpers. That's what they're doing now. To me, it's no creativity. It's no creativity. Now, is there a bunch of super talented basketball players out there? Absolutely, because they got the resources to be that way. These kids now, they being raised with personal trainers and all that stuff. They're being told how to eat right. They can make their own highlight tape and all that stuff there. Shit that we didn't have. You know what I mean? So of course it's gonna look a little better. But when it comes to what sits between the backbone and the breastbone and heart, they soft. They soft as baby shit. They soft as a living room sofa. Listen, man, I try to stay away from them, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Our parents and on back, they used to treat us like aliens. I used to be like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Now I see. I understand now. I had to apologize to my mom and dad. I used to be like, man, y'all tripping. But I understand now. Now that I'm the OG, come on, Ozuna, catch the goddamn ball. God damn, man. Put a radio out there, man. It's in the 6th inning.
But going back to what you were saying about how the league has changed, it's crazy that they expanded this 50 greatest of all time to 75.
Yeah.
And we got James Harden in that motherfucker.
James fucking never mind.
Honestly, I'm just gonna speak on my two eyes. My two eyes, he top 75 all time now. It ain't 74 basketball player better than him. I know a lot of us don't like the way he move and it ain't 74 basketball player. It ain't 75 basketball player better than James Harden. I mean, if you just look at the overall, what he did, what he was able to do in his prime, I think he's a little bit outside his prime. Like, bro, how many scoring titles he won straight?
He made an impact on the game. I'll say that. I'm not.
Yeah, he impactful.
He made an impact.
But I think his issue was it's like a one-trick pony, but it's like, can you stop it?
Mm-hmm. Listen, hey, K-Style, they used to say that about Neek.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They say that about Neek.
Stop it.
All he gonna do is he ain't got no left. He gonna go right. No, actually, he can do more than go right, because if you try to stop him going right, he's gonna go up. See, Neek was able to beat defensives by going over and through motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of these young cats really have no idea how good that man was. Like, he made posters out of at least 9 motherfuckers on that top 75. Posters. I had one of our good friends have a debate about Scottie Pippen versus Dominique Wilkins.
Don't. Oh my God.
Scottie Pippen made top 50 all time. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna go as far to say he don't deserve to be on top 50. But if he's on top 50 and Dominique Wilkins is not, that's borderline criminal. Because during both of their primes, Dominique averaged 24 or 26.4 points per game against the Chicago Bulls, and the guy who guarded him the most was Scottie Pippen. Thing of bullshit, look it up. Like, I don't get it. Now, another thing what comes with Scottie, and this is one of my knocks I got on Jelly Bean Bryant's for. I just find it hard to call you
Oh boy, you got to pick on too many people.
I have a hard time calling these guys. Like, a lot of people got Kobe in their top 5. I don't. I got him in the top 10, but with an asterisk because let's call it for what it is. He was a Robin for half his career, just like Scottie Pippen was a Robin. I mean, I'm looking to make sure ain't no sniper gonna hit me in my eyebrows, but I mean, somebody put now y'all give me a straightening now if I'm wrong.
I mean, if you look, because you said half of his career, like the times with Shaq was the dominant guy.
Yeah, Shaq 3-time Finals MVP. Like when you know, now sometimes Shaq anally, I think Shaq be wrong when he throw that up in Barkley's face because I'll tell you what a lot of these young folks don't know. A lot of these young folks know Charles Barkley, the irritating, aggravating ass TNT analyst. Barkley was a motherfucking dog, bro.
Bully.
Barkley could easily be in some folks' top 10. He didn't win a ring, you know why? The same them Chicago Bulls, man. Them Bulls. They're just like a lot of teams got caught up in that Lakers Celtics shit. Lakers and Celtics in the 80s. The Bulls in the 90s, and then later on it was the Lakers. The Lakers or did San Antonio start they run in the late 90s? It was the Lakers.
San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers and San Antonio.
Yeah. The Lakers and San Antonio pretty much flip flop at the turn of the century.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I mean, but back to there was some dogs back then. I don't see too many dogs today. I see supremely talented players. Are you asking me if James Harden could have made it in the 80s and 90s? No, sir. Negative. They would have turned him into a little gal, man. It's very few.
Bro, I can imagine he tried that shit. Joe Dumars. I can imagine that.
Well, they clip his ankles.
Oh no! All that shit he doing. First of all, his move is a travel.
Right.
What he doing now? That's a travel 25 years ago.
Right.
So you just destroy his whole offensive game is non-existent right now.
Yeah, bro, that's automatic.
I can't. But here's the thing, though. I can't take him out of his era. So if that's what they're allowing in his era, I got to give him his flowers for that. That's something a lot of us do when it comes to talking about all-time greats. We tend to take folks out of their era. Like, I'm gonna give you another name that I'm gonna tell you when they talk about the all-time greats. I'm gonna tell you to me who is the most disrespected guy. Who would y'all say the most disrespected guy? When they talk NBA, when they talk about the all-time greatest, who do y'all think is the most disrespected?
You said greatest or just greats in general? All-time
greats. Who do you think is the most disrespected?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That man never took a three. He took 1 3 in his life.
I ain't gonna say he's the most disrespected, but he is.
Mutombo.
If anybody got him outside of 3. They need to be piss test on their job.
Yeah.
But who did you say, LeBron?
I said if we're gonna talk about just greats in general, I said Mutombo because Mutombo didn't even make the 75 team, and it's some people on that team that, and really and truly, he should have made it over Dame. He should have made it over a lot of those guys on that list that made it. Because I was like, how do you not put Mutombo on the 75 list? They treat him disrespectfully a lot of his stuff.
I can see
I'm
why
not
they
gonna
didn't put him
necessarily.
at 75. I can see why they
I can
didn't
see
put him
why.
at.
I ain't gonna necessarily call it disrespect, but I'm talking about hold on. I'm not talking about that far down. I'm talking about when we talk about like we know hey, Mutombo is Hall of Fame worthy, but he's not all time great. When we talk all time greats,
Mm.
I mentioned a couple of people earlier, but outside of those people right there, who would y'all say get disrespected the most when they talk about all time greats? Because I'd be
You
like,
can name one.
who you got?
I'll say Tim Duncan.
He gets disrespected a lot. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. But I'm not talking about him, but that's a good answer. But he's in my top 10.
Yeah, definitely.
Who you said,
The
Mike?
top 10.
Man, I still say Kareem.
Okay.
I gotta say Kareem. I just don't
Okay.
think people don't understand. Like that man, you knew what he was gonna do.
They changed fucking rules for that cat.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
now that's the one clue I'm gonna give you about the guy who I'm talking about. Think about what I just said about Kareem. They
Will
changed
Chamberlain?
rules. Man,
Will
he's the most
Chamberlain?
disrespected guy ever, bro.
Who?
Will Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain.
Will, yeah, they hate Will. I don't understand that. I said Wilt is literally the like he could have been the face of the NBA if he wasn't black. If he wasn't black.
No, let's just call it what it was. He screwed up when he said he had done knocked out 20,000 broads.
Yeah.
No, he screwed up when he said he knocked out 20,000. No, never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
Well, white broads. I'll say that shit.
White girls.
I didn't say it.
They said, "Hey, look here now, boy. You knocked down 20,000 good, but you better not mess with my goods."
But here on the thing though, getting away from his sex life, because he was supposed to do that. If they wanted to put themselves out there like that, folks, this is what folks say about him. Oh man, when he played, he went by 18s and okay, fuck it. We still not gonna take him out of his era. The man had a 100-point game, bro. Stop it. Oh, that's not on record that he ever did that. Okay. Tell them to stop lying about it then. The man had a season where he averaged 50 points and 25 rebounds per game. You can't take him out of his era. Folks got to stop taking folks out of their era. Come on, man.
Hey,
when you talking about...
My bad.
Go ahead.
I just want to iterate on something you just said because you said they said he played at the 8-team league, right? That's why they disrespect him.
Well, yeah. How many teams in the league? There wasn't no guys his height. I'm sorry, hey, you can't punish him because his daddy busts a good nut. What are y'all talking about? Like folks say some of the craziest.
But
what the hell?
The reason why I'm saying this. Because if they use that excuse on Will Chamberlain, that would make the Boston Celtics dynasty overrated as fuck. Because
that makes Boston look like shit. It's still fuck Boston. I don't give a fuck. It's still fuck Boston. But...
I understand. I get it. I get it. I understand.
You had 11 Hall of Famers on that dynasty that decade.
Yeah. Come on, man.
In the 8-team league.
11 Hall of Famers. Think about that. On a league that everybody wants to say is one of the worst. It was easy basketball for Will. There was 11 damn Hall of Famers on one team. That's your whole roster.
Shit. What you talking about? Casey Jones, JoJo White. Was Tom Heinsohn on that team? Or did Tom Heinsohn come in the
Tom
Heinsohn.
Bob Cousy, John
Russell. Havlicek came in the 70s, I think.
Havlicek, he was the 70s.
Okay.
But at any rate, man, again, even them. And yeah, I'm with y'all. It's fuck Boston. I'm talking about with a horse hung penis. But still, though, you can't take them out of the era. Hey, my truth hurts, y'all. That's what they call me. OG truth hurts. My truth hurts. I mean, you can't take them out of their era. In no sport, you could take a team out of their era. If they did what they were supposed to in their era, you have to give them their props for it. I mean, and I listen. I try to tell a lot of Hawks fans that a lot of these crack baby Hawks fans, they think our primary rival is the New York Knickerbockers. No, that's Trae Young's rival.
Wow.
The Knicks are not our rival. Our rival, our very first rival, the Boston Celtics. For years. I'm talking about go all the way back to St. Louis and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And when we was in the Western Division, they call it the Western Division, you know who our rival was? When we came from St. Louis, we was in the Western Division. Our rival then was the LA Lakers.
Yep.
Our two primary rivals was the Lakers and the Celtics. Now, in the 90s, when they created the Miami Heat instantly became our rival because when the Miami Heat came in the league, we had like 3 memorable brawls with them. Right now, I'm still looking for Grant Long the way he choked Dwayne Farrell. Did y'all see how Grant Long? I'm still looking for him right now. I can't sleep. Did y'all see how he choked down Dwayne Farrell? Hold on. And then he came and him and Farrell were teammates because he came and played for the Hawks, bro. We had to talk before we practice together. Brother, when you
before the first practice.
Hold on, brother. When you choked me on national TV, I had about 4 of my hoes up in the stand with my wife, bro. You don't know, but my fault, y'all.
Man.
My fault. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah. We shooting the fair ones before the first practice. I'm just letting you know.
Oh yeah, we got to fight,
bro. Listen, as the young boys call it now, we gonna have to shoot a 1 or whatever. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story real quick. Then we get back to the sport. Probably about 8 years ago, I was at the barbershop. I'm the OG in the barbershop. I'm in there. I got them young boys laughing. They used to be in there threatening me, talking about they'll fuck me up. I used to tell them, bring it on, bring it long, bring it strong. Just make sure your mama got some insurance on you because I'm going to cut you from your asshole to your appetite. Well, anyway, a young boy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Can't say I might little TJ. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Listen, a young boy told me, he said, hey, shoot me on 1. So shit, I went in my goddamn pocket, shit. I handed him a $1 bill. So everybody in the shop started laughing. I said, what the hell so funny? Man told me shoot him on 1. And then my barber explained to me what it was. I said, hey, boy, you get fucked up like that, boy. I said, I don't play like that now. I flicked my goddamn blade out. I said, I don't trust none of you young motherfuckers, man. I said, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to tell you now. You might get me, but I'm going to stab you. I'm telling you now, you're going to bleed. You're going to bleed. I don't trust these young cats out here, man. I don't trust these young cats far as I throw them. I can't fight no more. Look, man, I'm 52 years old. I did bodyguard security work for 20 to 25 years of my life. My fight game was impeccable. Okay, I done broke my knuckles a few times. I done broke my wrist. I done got shot at, all that stuff. But at age 52, I can't be the dude my size. My height, my weight, half my age. He's gonna destroy me. Now he's gonna die afterwards, but he's gonna destroy me. I ain't taking no L's. OG True First ain't taking no L's. I'm not taking no L's. I'm sorry, I ain't taking no L's. No. And then they get disrespectful K-Town when they beating your ass now. They get disrespectful. They talk to you bad while they beating you. Oh no, sir. I'm sleeping in your back. Oh yeah, I'm sleeping in your backyard.
Internet boy. They be like, shit, we got the pay-per-view fight right there.
No, it ain't gonna be no fight. I'm gonna make them famous. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sleep in their backyard for 3 days, eating spam and bologna until I catch them going to this mailbox. I'm telling you. Okay, back to sports. Back to sports. My fault. I just wanted to get the audience a good old laugh, man. I hadn't been on here in a while, man. You know, I had to get audience a little laugh, man. Okay, I was tuning in a little bit before I came on, and I heard y'all talking about. Is it okay for us to flip back to the Falcons, or y'all want to stay on the Hawks, or what?
Oh, no, you can flip back.
Go ahead.
You pretty
Go
much
ahead.
got what we needed.
They tired of us
Um,
talking that way. All right.
um, I think y'all were talking more so about playing better in short yardage situation in the trenches. I'm well behind with the Falcons right now. When I say well behind, I'm well behind y'all. The average fan, hell, I'm ahead of the average fan because the average fan's a dumbass. But I'm well behind y'all. What's going on? How's the positional battles looking? Um, like when I said positional battles, left guard, running back, who they gonna settle in with the three receivers? Who's the backup tight end? Um, um, will we have a rookie starting at quarterback? Um, will we keep Debo Jones?
Mm-hmm.
How are our edge rushers looking right now? Y'all bring me up to speed a little bit because I'm a little behind.
Can I take the O line real quick? I'll take
Go
the O
ahead.
line.
Yeah.
So of course we know Jake is gonna be our starting left tackle till that man retire.
Okay.
So at guard, so you have a fight. Well, we don't know for real, but my two picks at guard right now is Schaefer and Mayfield. I think
Okay.
those are the two that's gonna fight for it. Hennessy and
Mayfield is
Dolman.
the incumbent starter, right?
Yeah,
He's the incumbent
Mayfield's the
starter. Okay.
incumbent, and then you got
So is it his
Schaefer, the
job to
rookie.
lose? Is it his
Yeah,
job to lose?
I say every
Or
O lineman has their job to lose at this point. All the incumbents, it's their job to lose. Besides McGarry, and my God, and Jake, those are the two set ones. I think those are the only two that are kind of set. I mean Lindstrom,
okay.
not McGarry. I meant Lindstrom. McGarry got a fight. I think McGarry has a spot. He has. I think McGarry's on the 3-strike count. I think he's got to show me something like in pass pro. Run blocking, I know he's gonna be straight, and I need to see his pass pro, especially in play action, especially in scrambling situations. Hennessy and Dolman are my two. Those are my two my favorite linemen because they both play center, and I don't know who's gonna start. I can't give you a starter.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, little bro. I'm really rooting for Matt Hennessy, but man, a couple of games, man, I felt so bad for him because he got manhandled in the trenches.
Yeah,
Like he got treated like a little boy. And the reason why I felt bad for him because he was fucking trying. It wasn't due to lack of effort. He ran up on my God. Who was that? Who? What's that
We
dude
had
name for?
May.
What's
We
that
had
Samoan dude? What's the Samoan
Vita
dude
Vea.
name for?
Vita
Vita
Vea.
Vea.
Good God Almighty, man. He need to be looking for that dude. God
yeah,
Almighty.
him, bro.
Uh,
That was sad watching that.
uh, who else was that? He got did real bad. No, it was just really Vita Vea, man. Uh,
But my thing is for him, he didn't have no help. So as a center, you I know you got the elite centers that can beat 1-on-1. There's not a lot of centers in this game that's are 1-on-1. We don't have that no more. And you got the few select that can play center and still beat people 1-on-1, but I don't see that no more. Every center that I felt like has that 1-on-1 presence, they can take a guy if it's a 3-4 and can take them head on without the guards help, they gone. They don't retire. So you gotta prove to me now that you got a couple of them I trust, but it's like these guys are stronger. These nose tackles and these defensive tackles, they're big now. Like these guys coming in at 300, but they moving like Jordan Davis. They can run like a 4.6, 4.7, and they 300 something pounds. Like that's not normal for a guard. A center or a guard really to guard. You don't
he
get
is.
that. That's like an in speed, and now you getting it on the inside. So now it's harder for you to you get beat inside now. I feel like with our quarterback situation is different because we know Mariota and Ritter can roll out, but in the
Hmm.
same spot of it, we got to run the ball. we gotta go up the middle. You can't just run outside zone the whole game. You gotta run inside zone. You gotta run, trap and stuff. And as a guard, you run trap. It's hard to run trap when the D tackle already in the backfield.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Over the past few years, I get it, man. Like it's just a new day and age, and everybody some kind of way in their playbook got the pistol formation. It's just the read option pistol, whatever. Tomato. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Our last three coordinators, for some reason, put Matt in that formation a few times. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm not going to count for him right there because that Elroy Jetson looking like motherfucker ain't going to go nowhere. So I'm not going to count for him. We don't have to like you just freed up a man. And so now, because I heard you guys kind of touching on it before I got on here, we got three guys now that you got to account for. You got to account for Ritter, Mariota, and Felipe. You got to account for all of them guys.
Yeah.
So that's going to improve your run game. You ain't got to stretch it out now. You ain't got to run stretch plays now because
the quarterback is essentially the stretch play.
I really and truly, I don't think I've ever got to see the Falcons run an option offense in my whole time because I didn't get, like I told y'all, I didn't get to see Vic. I didn't, and we've had Matt for 14 years, and we damn sure wasn't running option with Matt at quarterback. So this is like I don't see why. Like if you're I'm gonna go back to this, and I always say it when I come.
We really didn't run an option with Vic.
No, yeah,
honestly, we really didn't run an option with Vic. Vic was able to get out. First of all, Michael Vick was special. He was fucking special. I think we all know that. But let's keep it real now. Warwick Dunn and T.J. Duckett played a major part in why Vic was able to.
Yeah.
Then you had to account for them guys.
You ran a traditional West Coast offense with Michael Vick. That's why Greg Knapp is still here.
Algie Crumpler helped him out a lot. Because a lot of times when folks got to pin their ears back on Mike and wasn't having that shit, he was able to dump it off the Algie. It was early Roddy White. Roddy White couldn't catch a cold butt naked in December with Mike. But he got it together, give him credit. He worked his ass off, and then he wound up being arguably second best receiver of all time. Oh, I say that with a okay.
And look,
like Quinn Torres.
Everybody in the comments. Everybody in the comments can hate me for the rest of my life, but Roddy White is my number one receiver in Falcons history.
That's not nothing to hate you about because listen, man, Roddy wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the greatest route runner. He just went out there. He was a blue collar type receiver, and he did his job. You know what I mean? He was a blue collar type receiver, and he did his job. I don't know who the hell the quarterback was throwing to him. I mean, Roddy did all the work because his quarterback sucked, didn't he? I mean, hey, shit,
You think? Chris Redman, Joey Harrington.
Y'all know what's crazy? The only jersey I have at the moment is Roddy White's. My Matt Ryan jersey I can't wear it. I got too many signatures on it. So my only wearable jersey right now is Roddy White and Tony Gonzalez. So I kind of go with that was my childhood team growing up. So
but anyway, at any rate, Falcon fans, okay, I'm going to say it right now. Fuck Matt Ryan because he plays for the Indianapolis Colts. Okay. Before somebody go and slap their boss tomorrow and lose their job. Listen, he plays for the Indianapolis Colts. Okay, we just bringing up examples. Okay. All right, back to the O-line, back to the offense. Because I don't need y'all Twitter blowing up and all that shit. That motherfucker calling you. You in the bed sleep, motherfucker calling you talking about why would you bring up Matt Ryan? Okay. What is?
I think D Coleman said something that kind of caught my attention. He was saying I think if you can put it up, K Style, he's like Sims supposed to be able to help the guards out. Mayfield did us a size and switch positions and got thrown to the wolves. Hennessy and Dolman had to do better. If you play online, right, it's a synergy you supposed to have. Mayfield got put at left guard. He got thrown in at left guard. We all know it. He got thrown to the wolves. Hennessy, This is Hennessy's first year starting the center. This Dolman was a rookie last year. Think about that. Like, this was Hennessy's first year starting fully, and then Dolman was a rookie. So you had 3 inexperienced guys on the inside playing on the left side, on the blind side. You had it was the center's in the middle, but your blind side guard is a rookie, and then your center don't have no experience. It's bound to show that they don't have synergy. They have to build together.
Let me say something, y'all. As a baseball guy, I'm a baseball guy, but I know enough football. I'm not a know-it-all, but I know enough. I've coached and played the game. I didn't go past high school. But let me tell you something. One thing I know is if you have a competent and stout offensive line, you got a puncher's chance at the very worst. Because that's the quarterback's best friend, a fucking run game, especially a struggling quarterback. Now, picture if you got first ballot Hall of Famer quarterback. Fuck y'all, he first ballot Hall of Famer. That guy who played for the Indianapolis Colts. Oh yeah, by the way, fuck him. He a first ballot Hall of Famer. Suck a dog penis. Okay. This is not a PG show. We have no kids watching, do we? Goddamn children don't need to be watching.
Shoot, them kids watch stuff. They say stuff worse on TV now.
But no. Listen, man. What was the one thing about the 2016 team that was so freaking consistent?
That old line didn't miss a game.
They didn't miss a game. In fact, Mac, and I disagree with the Hawks, with the Falcons brass on this. Look, man, why you let this back, man? Okay, I get it. You wanna start everybody for 19 straight games. Why you let them go out there with a broke leg? Somebody just got to go out there and step up. This man played 18 games for me. It's the Super Bowl. The man played the Super Bowl with a broken leg. Did y'all know that?
That broke leg, yeah.
Alex Mack played the Super Bowl on a broken leg. Bill Belichick knew this. If you go back and watch the second half, you can see where Bill Belichick ran a lot of stunts up Alex, right up through Alex, and he didn't have no give on that in that leg, bro. Like I mean, Bill Belichick. I always said it that Tom Brady was Damien, Robert Kraft was Lucifer, and goddamn Bill Belichick was Satan. Like they were some devils, man. Like for real,
all different.
Hey man, those folks are listen, man. They satanic. Like, when is Brady gonna quit? Like, go away, man. Brady, quit. Brady, you got a wife richer than you. Stop, Tom. Stop playing. Your wife is richer than you. Okay, and you are arguably the greatest football player of arguably
2000s.
Yeah, arguably.
Hey, I'm about to say, let's go ahead and hold that thought. We're gonna go ahead and wind it down for the night, man.
My bad. I talked to y'all the goddamn deal. My bad, K-Style. I know.
No, I'm about to say we gotta make this a part 2 next time.
Okay, that's cool.
2. So, hey, man, we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Mike, should I do my normal outro like I normally do?
No. I forgot one thing.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Throw that one thing.
Let's throw this up real quick.
Herschel Walker, but I think his political stance recently, I'm not really into that. So maybe not him anymore. I'm trying to think of people who were there when I was there. I I really like Matthew Stafford just because I love his daughters. He has 4 little girls, and they're all so cute. But I'll tell y'all who this isn't a football player. My favorite player, just any player, Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron is my favorite. And I'll show y'all this. My grandfather just gave me this for my birthday this year. It is a golf glove where he was playing in this golf tournament in 1996. And Hank Aaron was at this golf tournament, and he gave him this signed
That's
lovely. That's fire. That's fire.
That is gold right there.
Yeah, and he gave it to me for my birthday, and like we both like kind of cried because it meant so much to me. And then I have like a shadow box, and so I'm gonna put it in there. So I know that's not my favorite football player, but that's my favorite athlete.
That's overall. That's a athlete. Overall, Hank Aaron was loved by many. So I definitely understand it. So we appreciate.
So the reason why we chose that clip is because of Tori. Tori McElhaney will be live Thursday on the Atlanta Falcons Nation, as well as Matt Mike Sports. As Maggie will be interviewing her with our newest, crew member, and Lisa. Lisa will sit with Maggie, and we will have Tori McElhaney again. Again, she's the Falcons beat reporter and analyst there. So you guys stay tuned for that, man. We got some big things coming for y'all. So, hey, man, look, this is a good show. K-Styles, you want to hear us out right now?
Well, as once again, you see the Unholy Alliance come in once again and bless y'all with some good stuff to do. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead to tune in Thursday for that interview on Atlanta Falcon Nation, as well as What's the Word, Dirty Bird, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with your boy Jude, Talk Sports. And so, as we always say here, we ain't here to play. We here to stay.
Okay.
You ain't got to go home.
But you gotta get the hell out of here.
And I'm going to help you out a little bit. Look here, man. Over here with the Unholy Alliance, Falcons Nation. Hey, K-Styles. My man, Lil TJ. Mad Mike. Over here, we seek and speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We out of here.
And if you don't like that, Jimmy, I think you got special words to tell before they don't like that.
And if you two don't like it, you can just pass the blunt to the nigga on your left.
Deuces.